All right, so today, pop-up sprinklers. We did a video recently on rotors or gear-driven sprinklers. You know, they shoot long distances, they're a little bit bigger. We went through a little bit of adjustment. Now pop-ups. Pop-up sprinklers are really used for quite a few different things. One is short distances or planter areas, okay? With the short distances, the biggest thing to look at is the nozzle itself that's on top. Okay, this nozzle can be interchangeable. The two biggest things on these nozzles is how far they spray, which you can dictate usually by the color, or there's an indication on the nozzle itself. This one is an 8 van, which is about 8 feet. So it can spray about 8 feet efficiently. Okay, the other thing to notice about these nozzles is when you pull them up, and you can just do it with your nail, is are they adjustable? Okay, some nozzles are preset and they only spray a specific pattern, which you can kind of see on this one, is those little notches right here at the very front. All those notches, that's the only pattern that this one's gonna spray. Okay, now the distance for this is gonna be a little bit different, but the biggest piece is it only sprays a certain pattern. Okay, now with these adjustable ones, despite the distance, they can actually change the pattern however you want, from 0 to 360 degrees most of the time. So again, the two biggest things, distance and are they adjustable. The other thing is the height, right? It depends on how you're using these sprinklers, these pop-up sprinklers. You can see that if I had some really big shrubs, this one's really not gonna be adequate because of how short it is, unless of course I put it on a riser, put it on another riser, put it on another riser. You know, these extensions right off the bat give you quite a bit of extra height. This will allow a good even spray where you need to elevate over maybe some plantings, a few little shrubs and things like that. Again, you can interchange this head from this sprinkler to this head. This is just a cap, by the way. This isn't an actual head. So if you buy this, you'll have to buy one. But they're completely interchangeable, okay? So again, the biggest difference between this one and this one really is just the height, is what the height we're trying to get and the distance we're trying to get to cover our area, depending on if it's a yard, plantings, garden, whatever the case may be. Pop-up sprinklers are really easy. Again, what's the spray, right? This one specifically is only gonna spray like this, and it's only gonna spray, it looks like about 15 feet max. Okay, this one, adjustable. Right? And again, you can just pull these up with your nail, maybe a little flathead screwdriver just to get these out of here. They're on a spring, so hold on to them pretty tight. But you can see this one's a lot taller, right? So this is one we want to use in a garden or maybe a shrub area or things with lots of planting so we can get good even coverage. Smaller, this could be for a yard, maybe a low-lying planting area, something like that. It's not gonna have a lot of height to it, but it's gonna do everything that you need it to. So with pop-ups, it really does depend on what your application is, what you're using it for, but the main things are what's the spray and what's the pattern. So good luck. We're gonna do more videos and hopefully this helps. If you like everything we're doing, hit the like button below, subscribe to TransBlue channel, and we're gonna keep helping you every step of the way.